This is Shawn and Sue's podcast on 92.7 WOBM.
The Ocean County Breakfast Show with Shawn Michaels and Sue Moss.
Ocean County's best variety. 92.7 WOBM.
WOBM, good morning.
WOBM.
Hello, good morning.
All right, Mr. Joe, what do you think? Were you happy or disappointed when you woke up or stayed up, whatever happened?
I went to bed, and I had no doubt that we're going to make America great again.
All right, Mr. Joe.
There you go, Mr. Joe. Thank you.
Wow, his phone going out a little bit there, but Mr. Joe says, make America great again.
That's right.
And, a lot of people...
Put it to Donald Trump. That was a great slogan throughout his entire campaign.
Yeah. A lot of people did, like he just said, fell asleep, woke up, and were stunned.
Yes.
He did the impossible. Unbelievable. Give us a call. We want to hear from you.
732-237-WOBM.
WOBM, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, what do you think? We're talking about the election the day after.
Yes, well, I'm so happy that Donald Trump won. I'm a military wife. My husband's a captain in the Navy almost 30 years.
Thank you so much.
I really feel that it's time for our country. It needed a big change. It needs a rehaul. I think Donald Trump is the one. I thought even before Donald Trump got nominated that he would make a great president. He knows business. I think he would be great to change our country in terms of economics. When our seniors have to choose between food and medicine, when our young college students can't pay for their college and have to work a million jobs to pay for college. When people don't have jobs.
Well, thank you so much for your call. What town are you from?
I'm calling from Forked River, but mostly support the veterans, the people that are still fighting for our country, and whether you support the war or not.
Yes.
Support our veterans,
and
the people that are coming back, wounded, and it doesn't matter. Our country needed a big overhaul. And it's time for a change, and it's time to get back to basics.
Thank you for your family and your family service. So thanks for your call, and we're taking your calls this morning.
Definitely veterans. 732-237-WOBM.
WOBM, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Shawn. This is Ray. How are you?
Hey, Ray, good morning. The day after, what are your thoughts, feelings?
Oh, man, I'm so relieved. I can't believe that he did it, but... it's a great thing for this country.
Pretty unbelievable when those numbers were coming in, right? It's like almost like, oh my God, it's happening. He did it.
Let me ask you, Ray, did you stay up all night? Did you go to bed at some point? What was the deal for you?
I was in and out. My wife stayed up for the most part, and then when she came to bed, which was probably around 1 o'clock maybe, I was awoken. And I stayed up, and I was there to listen to his whole speech. And
when you woke up, could you believe that the tables had turned? Because I'll tell you, when I fell asleep at 10 o'clock, they were saying nothing short of a miracle that it pretty much was going to be an unforeseeable path that Hillary was going to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's the time basically I'm sleeping, so I wasn't privy to all of that in between stuff. When I woke up, I couldn't believe I was seeing the electoral votes that he was so far ahead of Hillary. Yeah. And I said at that time, all he got to do now is win Pennsylvania, and which he did at that time. And I said, that's it. He's in.
Yeah. What town are you from, Ray?
I'm from Whiting.
By the way, mainstream television media, did they push an agenda, or were they news people?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
It was very interesting.
All right.
Well,
Thanks for your call.
Hopefully you can get some sleep.
Yes. I'll say they passed an agenda, but Ray was a little bit easier on them.
You got to think. I mean, wow, that media bias.
I mentioned earlier I will never watch NBC, CNN, or MSNBC News again just because they didn't give us news this whole entire year. They gave us an agenda. Now just.
And how could the pollsters be so wrong? Yeah. Or did they just lie?
That's the greatest thing about this election is that an underdog. It just showed you everything in our life is not predetermined. Everything is not, because for a lot of people, they might not even have went to vote yesterday because they said, you know what, it's over. They told you who's going to win. It's nice to see that everything is not predetermined in our lives, that there can be an underdog, that people can make a difference, that everything on television doesn't predetermine our lives. And
All
that
right,
was the
give us
greatest
a
thing
call.
from this.
Yeah, definitely. Well, give us a call, 732-237-WOBM.
WOBM, good morning.
I never had any doubt about Donald. I knew damn well he
Wow.
was going to win. And it's going to erase some of the smugness from the ultra-liberal West Coast, from Berkeley all the way to Hollywood. I mean, look at them. They're all millionaires out there. They don't feel the pinch of what's happening to the middle class. And Donald picked up on that. I have no doubt he's going to give it his best shot.
Let me ask you,
All right.
do you feel that the media gave you an agenda or gave you legitimate news? I'm talking about mainstream
They were
TV.
vacillating all over. One of the Fox, CNN, I was checking all of them. But one of the people on, I don't know which channel, it was a black gentleman, it wasn't Carson, and he said the same thing. You can't go by polls, and you can't go by, well, I guess there's another type of smugness, and the people have spoken. Don't underestimate the silent majority. We have spoken.
There you go, Fred. Thanks for your call from Whiting.
Thanks, Fred.
If you want to talk to us, we're listening to you this morning. Give us a buzz. Your post-election thoughts. You can also check it out at WOBM.com and on Facebook as well this morning.
You bet. Give us a ring. We'd love to hear from you the day after.
WOBM, good morning.
Good morning, Shawn and Sue. How are you today?
Hi, how are you?
I'm tired. I worked the election yesterday.
Oh, good for
Now,
you.
where were you a poll watcher at?
Up here in Long Branch in District 7.
All right, you were in Long Branch in Monmouth County. Was it a busier day, average day? Like, how was it at the polls?
Extremely busy. Yes, it was extremely busy, but I enjoyed it because it made those 15 hours go.
Anything
lot
surprise
quicker.
you yesterday?
Well, kind of, yeah, the outcome, but I'm delighted with it because, he sounded like it was going to be the dark horse in the race, and he came through. The deplorables have spoken, the evangelistics, all of us have spoken, and I'm delighted with it. And
So
I
you're
think
saying you're a proud deplorable.
I'm a proud deplorable, you're right. And I heard his speech. I thought he was very, very gracious.
Humbled, yes. I
Yes.
thought so, too. I think we're going to see a different Donald Trump right now.
I think so. I really do, too. Because he's really not a bully like so many people think. And I think he's going to, God willing, be good for the country.
Well, we've all got to come together now.
Cross our
Mary,
fingers.
thank you
Yes.
for joining us in Monmouth
Thanks,
County.
Mayor.
Have a good day today.
That's awesome to do that. How do you get to work at a polling booth, I wonder?
Well, you get a hold of the township you live in.
I
and,
bet you I could maybe do that next year. I'd love to try.
Yeah, well, yeah, you might.
Or the next election, I should say,
Yeah,
not next year,
just
but
don't do it during the show.
locals. Yeah, that would be good. I'll take the 6 to 10, please.
Sue's working that poll. We'll be back. More chance.
Now stop that.
Give us a call.
You went there.
No, I meant the polls.
Yes.
The election thing.
Oh my goodness.
Give us a call, 237 WOBM. WOBM, good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry. Yes.
So your thoughts the day after the election, what do you think?
I'm very sad. There's a lot of things I think are going to happen that people probably unaware of. I'm afraid of my son's not being on my health care plan anymore. I'm afraid of the clients that I have. I work as a social worker. They have Medicaid for the Medicaid expansion. They weren't able to get medication before, and now they do. Now I'm afraid they're not going to get the medication they need. There's
Were
so
they
many
all a
things.
part of Obamacare?
Yes. The Affordable Health Care Act, yeah.
The Affordable Health Care Act. Well, is
Yeah.
it possible that Donald Trump will try to just redo what they have and maybe, maybe there'll be something else?
I don't know. I hope so. But my beliefs are of those of Robert F. Kennedy and people like that, and I'm just sad.
What town are you from?
I hope we Point Pleasant, but I hope we do unite. And I see, Donald as our president. People voted for him.
Yes.
I just hope we could work together.
Yeah, well,
Definitely.
definitely. All right. Well, thank you for your call today. Give us a buzz. We want to hear from
Sweetheart,
you.
good things for you.
Healthcare is a big, big issue this
Big
election.
issue.
It may have been the number one issue. Now, there's a lot of other stuff, drama in this election, but I think as far as issues, healthcare
On both sides.
on both sides had to be one of the, if not the
Yeah.
biggest issue.
On both sides, not just the ones
We're
getting the
all
Affordable Care
affected
Act, but we are all affected
by healthcare.
You're absolutely right, Shawn. So hopefully things can turn around with
All right,
that.
give us a buzz. Thanks for joining us in Point Pleasant Beach, 732-237 WOBM. WOBM, good morning.
Hi, Shawn. How are you?
Good. How you doing today?
Morning.
Good. Good morning, Sue. I forgot you were there, Sue. You were so quiet.
How could you forget me? So what's up, honey?
I just want to say I am so very happy. And now these people can understand how I felt after another re-election with Obama. And it was so depressing. I know exactly how they feel, but I never have had the trust in Obama like I have put in Donald Trump. I don't care if it's the man I vote for. It's not the party anymore. He was a man of integrity, and yes, he's had his problems, and he's rough around the edges. But I'll tell you what, there's not another man that stood up for this country like he stood up. And I pray so hard that for my grandchildren and for the rest of the future for people, I'm going to be going on retirement eventually and stuff. So, of course, these are all things that matter. And don't forget, it wasn't Donald Trump who put us in this deficit. I mean, nobody answers for it at all, and we're going to all have to pay for that price.
Yes. All right. So do you think that his trust, he gained your trust? Do you think a lot of people feel that?
Definitely. And I think that the silent majority had to find their voice, or our country would have never, ever looked like America again.
What town are you from?
I'm from Bayville, and I just want to say our troops needed the support of a man like him, and he will support them, and it's so very important that our lives aren't sacrificed for nothing.
Well, thank you for 100%. Your call today. Have a good day today.
Have a good one.
All right, that's what we're doing today, hearing people's comments, reading them, having folks call in. It's it's a lot of emotions after over a year of battling on both sides of the fence, and now finally it's over. So here we go. Let's all get together and move forward.
732-237 WOBM. Call us.
92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Shawn and Sue with you. It's the Tuesday morning Election Day edition of the Ocean County Breakfast Show for this November 8th, 726, 34 degrees. We're asking the question this morning, Sue, will you miss all the politics? After tonight, are you going to go through political withdrawal? Or are you going to be glad? Sue writes in, no. She's not going to miss it. And she says, please remember to take down all those signs that are littering the autumn landscape when the election is over. Elizabeth writes in, I will be so glad it's over, except that as soon as the presidential election's over, the gubernatorial madness will start up for governor.
True.
Campaigning is a 24/7, 365-day annoyance these days. So those are some of the folks that are commenting this morning. Also, I got a comment here from Evelyn. She says, no, she will not miss the politics. You can check the story out on Facebook, Twitter, or on our website and be a part of our poll and see if you're going to miss it. I'm going to have a little withdrawal. I got to be honest.
I probably will have a little withdrawal, but
not
let's
because
move on
I
with
fancy
our
it,
lives.
just because it's become part of our lives, Sue. Part of our... For over, what has it been, almost 2 years now, this has been the biggest story on the news every night. It's just one of those things. So anyway, check out the story.
It's time to move on. It's time to, let's go.
Unless things end up with hanging chads and a tie, then, it could go on for a few more years. Years, Sue.
Oh, for goodness sake, stop.
10 in the morning.
Yeah, look at that.
So now you were
Beautiful day
sampling some of the foods of football. Did you have anything good?
Oh, well, we were tailgating.
Yes.
So the foods of football we brought along.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I was wondering what was some of the fare that was on the menu?
Steak and eggs was on
there. There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Bratwurst, I believe. I'm not sure what that was. There was also a couple of Bloody Marys on the menu. So it was all quite good.
Very nice. Very nice. And of course,
I was thinking of you a lot yesterday. Oh, lucky.
For dessert, a Giants victory. So.
Oh, yes.
Whatever.
Yeah. Served with a lot of anxiety for Giants fans.
Yes, it was, as it always is with the Eagles. Believe me. Every
Exactly.
time they play the Eagles, I end up taking 3 Tums in the morning. All right, here's Nancy Remy with the Ocean County Traffic Watch.
All right, we've got ourselves a
92.7 WOBM with Snow Patrol on a Monday morning. It is Halloween, 8:41. A little earlier, Sue, we heard Ghostbusters, Ray Parker Jr. But there's this guy, Dan Newby. Did you hear this? He does Ghostbusters.
Is he a newbie?
He plays the song on pumpkins. Listen to this.
No way.
Now he's using a melodica
Cool.
for the some of the notes there, but the drumming and everything, he's doing pumpkins.
Oh, I love it.
What do you think?
I think it's fantastic.
And the pumpkins are filled with different amounts of water to give them
make it a
different
different
sounds.
sound?
And there's big ones and little ones or whatever. So anyway, he's on YouTube doing it. Dan Newby
is
his name.
neat. Sounds better than the real thing.
You like that better than Ray Parker Jr.?
I like Ray Parker
Anyway, there you
Jr.
go. There's the pumpkin version of Ghostbusters
That's cool.
with WOBM.
The Ocean County Breakfast Show, 92.7 WOBM.
92.7 WOBM with Kelly Clarkson on a brand new Thursday morning. It is November 3rd, 57 degrees at 6:10. So we asked the question yesterday. I put up on Facebook, what is the number one issue in the race for president? And I gave 4 options. There were taxes, health care, personality, or a final I don't care. All right?
Okay.
Janice wrote in. She said health care is her number one thing. Lawrence said it's personality. Arlene wrote in.
Personality.
Who will bring POE? What is POE? I don't even know what that means. Nancy.
Peace on Earth.
Peace on Earth? Okay.
That would be a good one.
All right, that would be good.
That would be a good one.
Nancy wrote in, she says she doesn't care. It's becoming so slandering that it's a disgraceful thing. Melissa wrote in taxes and health care. And she says everyone should care. It's your future, and that counts on it. Let's see. Wendy said taxes, and Janice said health care and taxes. So it seems like so far in the few that we've read, health care and taxes are the 2 big issues that listeners say are going to make up their minds when it comes to the run for president.
Right.
You know, and I think that everybody can relate to both. We all pay taxes. We all pay for health care. So there you go. We'll get to more of those coming up. If you want to comment, you can find it there on Facebook and, put your 2 cents in, if you will. Here's new music from Shawn Mendes, Sue. It's Treat You Better.
Oh, yeah.
On 92.7 WOBM. Good morning.
Who do you want to be the president?
If I was able to vote, I would vote for Hillary Clinton because it would be like a huge opportunity for girls.
Okay, so who is Donald Trump's vice president?
Pence.
I love Pence. Let's go, Pence.
And do you know who is running for president?
Yes.
Who is it?
Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
Which one do you want?
I want Donald Trump.
92.7 WOBM with Megan Trainor. We were just talking off the air. You were saying, though, of all TV right now, your favorite show is Crisley.
Always.
What is it?
Crisley Knows Best.
Knows Best.
I love it. On USA Network, it's a reality show of this family, Todd Crisley.
Oh, yes.
It is so funny. And the grandma, it is my favorite show. I've been watching it for 5 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
So that took Duck Dynasty's spot.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, Crisley.
I love it.
He's a character. They're actually going to have on election night if you're sick of the election and you want to go ahead and check out something non-election. You can. They're doing a marathon that night of Crisley. So
oh, it's good.
Weather for today: 57 right now in Toms
If you
River.
want to see a metrosexual man, there he is, and he's
Todd
funny.
Crisley.
He's so funny, and the whole family.
Where are they in Atlanta? Right, Georgia? Is that where they are? South Carolina? Something like.
They just recently moved, though.
Yeah, I think
they
they're somewhere
were living
down
in
south.
Atlanta, I think, and then they moved, or maybe now they're in Atlanta.
Yeah,
it's good. All right, Patchy Fog this morning.
WOBM, Shawn and Sue with you. We're playing the morning coffee contest for Brian Setzer Orchestra tickets. A big holiday show at the Count Basie Theater. We landed on sports trivia. The little button on the top of your baseball cap is called what? Is it the champ, the Chad, the Squatchy, the Pookie, or the Topper?
I'm going to say Chad.
It is not the Chad, but thanks for calling. WOBM, good morning.
Hi, which is it?
Is it the champ, the Squatchy, the Pookie, or the Topper?
How about the Squatchy?
You got it.
Wow.
That's what it's actually called.
Was that a guess, or did you really know?
No, I've heard that before in trivia.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the little thing on top of your hat is called a Squatchy.
Never heard of it.
So there you go. So Sue, it's not a nip, it's
Not
a
a nippy.
Squatchy. What is your name?
name's Eileen.
Eileen, what town are you from?
Eileen.
I'm calling from Beechwood.
All right, hold on the
Eileen, you're
line.
going to go see a great Christmas show. Are you excited?
She's very excited. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll be back with more chances to win, Sue. Christmas cash. Wow. More chances to win coming up with WOBM.
Who do you want for president?
Donald Trump.
Who do you want for president?
Donald Trump, because he said he would enforce airstrikes against enemies, which is better than sending more people in, because then more people have a chance to die.
How old are you?
I'm 11. I've learned this from school.
Okay, so who is Donald Trump's vice president?
Pence. I love Pence. Let's go, Pence!
92.7 WOBM with Vanessa Carlton on a brand new Monday morning, 6:39, 37 degrees, cold out there. So do you decorate for Thanksgiving? That's the question I want to talk about.
I do not.
You don't decorate for
I will
Thanksgiving?
be honest, no.
Yeah, we did over the weekend. My wife gets all the Thanksgiving decorations out, so she does up the whole thing. And now we've got pilgrims everywhere. So
and I love
turkeys,
that.
you
Yeah.
know, things like that.
You know, I always told you about my mom and aunt's pilgrim socks. You know, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to spend a Thanksgiving together because they're in 2 different nursing homes this year. And it's going to be sad.
No.
I'm going to have to wear the pilgrim socks.
You're
going to
have them on.
I will make it happen.
Will they be home for Thanksgiving?
No.
Oh, then you're going to
I
have
don't
to go
think
there
so.
in the pilgrim
I will
socks.
be going there in the pilgrim socks. But it is all about, you know, and you decorate every room, or how does that work
It's
out?
all over the house, yeah. It's all
Really?
Thanksgiving is all over the house. Yeah. Yeah. So there's pilgrims everywhere.
Is
and
there anything
turkeys?
turkeys?
Yeah,
Turkeys
there's
are big.
turkeys everywhere. You know, and just the colors. You know, the what do they
Fall.
call that thing with the vegetables falling out of it?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I was going to say a unicorn, not a unicorn.
No,
you know
what
what
is
You know what
this?
I'm thinking. It looks like a
Yes.
big funnel thing.
We do it with the church. What are they? What do you put? Yes.
Cornucopia.
Thank you.
There you go. The cornucopia.
Oh, my
Big,
goodness.
huge cornucopia on the dining room table, things like that. So.
Okay.
But anyway, so we wondered, do you decorate at home? If you want to give us a call, 732-237-WOBM. Is it the forgotten holiday, Thanksgiving?
Oh, no.
Or do you decorate for Thanksgiving? If you do, give us a buzz. We'd love to hear from you.
I
Here's
love
Justin
Thanksgiving.
Bieber, Sue. Maybe I'll bring you my turkey hat that I have. You can wear it to Mom's place.
Yeah, that would be great.
Be fun. 92.7 WOBM. Good morning, Shawn Sue, with you on this Halloween Monday morning. 45 degrees in Tom's River. So, Sue, we're talking about the worst Halloween candy and getting folks to let us know what they think is the absolute worst when it comes to Halloween candy. And, you know, a lot of people are saying candy corn, which doesn't surprise anybody.
Totally not my favorite.
No.
I don't like a lot of the peanutty either ones. Like Snickers are okay, but like if you throw me a Payday, maybe not a fave.
Yeah, Janice writes in, she says that she doesn't like candy corn.
Okay.
Jen wrote in, Mary Jane's is her worst.
Okay.
Which is the honey-flavored little squares. Lynn said the circus peanuts, the worst any time of the year, she said.
Yeah.
Circus peanuts are horrible.
Circus peanuts aren't
Yeah.
real big around Halloween, I don't think.
Kind of like a Nerf ball, eating a Nerf ball. Jeremy wrote in, he seconds the Mary
Wait,
Jane's.
I never ate a Nerf ball. How do you know what it
if
tastes
you've had
like?
a circus peanut, you had a Nerf ball.
Okay.
He seconds the Mary Jane, says Jeremy. He says, what's the point? Dawn said paydays that you mentioned, Sue.
Yeah, definitely.
Some others, Rose doesn't like the Tootsie Roll. I'm not such a huge fan of Tootsie Roll.
Love the Tootsie Roll and love the Mary Janes.
Erica said candy corn and Smarties. Now, I like the Smarties. Do you like the Smarties?
Yes, love the Smarties.
Yeah, I like Smarties. They're a good one. Sean wrote in popcorn. Gail said the peanut chews. There's another one that I like. I like peanut chews. Yeah, the dark
they're pretty
chocolate
good.
with the peanut. So some of the ones I agree with, some I don't. I think candy corn, though, the waxy candy corns have to be one of the worst.
And then did you happen to taste the candy corn Oreo? Oh, doubly gross.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't.
Oh, my
didn't do that.
gosh.
So anyway, thanks for everybody writing in this morning. We'll have to wait and see what ends up at the bottom of your Halloween trick-or-treat bag tonight with WOBM.
The Ocean County Breakfast Show.
With Shawn Michaels and Sue Moll.
Ocean County's best variety. 92.7 WOBM.
Because you know I'm all about.
Thanks for listening to Shawn and Sue's podcast on 92.7 WOBM. For more details, go to WOBM.com.